Next up here, we got Maximum Security. Maximum Security, I've said it a few times now, I think he may end up being the favorite if people can read, all right? He's got a 102 buyer in his second to last win. He's got a 101 buyer in the Florida Derby. That's two strong buyer times, the biggest times buyer times in the race. Now the Omaha Beach has been scratched. Now Luis Saez is aboard him. He's sired by New Year's Day. His father was Street Cry, who was the father of Street Sense, Kentucky Derby winner, trainer Jason Servis. He's got a 30% win percentage. For those that don't know, that's a good win percentage. Some may say it's a great win percentage on the season right now. Now, Maximum Security went out there in that Florida Derby, and he just took control of the race. Yes, he ran slow. They ran that first opening half mile in, I think it was 48.9. I mean, that was roughly an even pace, but he wasn't challenged. However, once the race came along there, Code of Honor wasn't able to make a move at him. Now, Bodie Express was a little bit closer. He was able to make a move, but you could tell Code of Honor and Bodie Express were both struggling. The horses were full out. They were struggling to try to make a run for it. And Maximum Security just had opened up a beautiful, strong, big glide. And he just kind of glid home for the win there. So he probably could have won that race in a faster time if he wanted to. He got it home in even time in 1:48. Andrew Beyer gave him a 1:01. That's even time for me. So Maximum Security, I think, is probably going to be the favorite. Now, the second thing is he's a front runner. He's the only real front runner left in the race. Now that Mike Smith has been switched on to Cutting Humor, then Cutting Humor, I know you definitely got to figure that Mike Smith is going to get him up there close to the lead, if not try to take the lead, if Maximum Security tries to run this opening half mile in 48.9. Mike Smith won't allow that. So Saez is going to have to make sure he maintains a good glide, a good stride to maintain his lead to keep Mike Smith off of him. I think he's got a big enough horse and a smooth enough horse to be able to do that. Now, it's really going to come down to what happens. His workout times are absolutely horrible. Some of the worst workout times I've ever seen on a horse that is running in the Kentucky Derby, and not just one. I'm talking about 5 furlongs in 53. I'm talking about 3 furlongs in 42, 5 and 54, and there's 51 horses that ran, and he was 51st out of 51 horses at Prairie Meadows. So maybe Jason Servis is just working the horse out with really slow times to try to throw off the people that are betting on the race, so he can maybe throw a little something on it himself and get the win and make a little extra change on the side with a bet. But this horse's workout times do not reflect his times at all on the track, because not only did he have a great time in that Florida Derby, a good even time of 1:48, the race before that, it's 7 furlongs, he put that up in a minute in 21. All right, and that was with Irad Ortiz Jr. aboard. All right, so he's done it with multiple jockeys. I think this is a good horse, probably going to be the favorite. I'm not saying I like him to win. That's all going to depend on how I pick out with the strategy and what I really think they're going to do and what I really think the weather's going to be at the time I decide to make the pick, because the weather's going to be everything. But if they get the slop, Maximum Security, I think, is probably going to get the win in the slop, unless Cutting Humor is really cut out to make it a challenge for him, and it would probably be up to the two of them. I mean, and that's only if you get the sloppy traffic. It's a fast track. The two of them probably won't hit the board. So, hey, we got to keep an eye on the track condition. Maximum Security, though, strong, looking good for this Derby.